Manchester United 2, Hull City 0 in the first leg of the semi-final of the League Cup. Really pleased with that. A comfortable victory for me. I don't think we really ever got out of second gear in that game. I don't think we played nowhere near at our best. Certainly first half we weren't at our best. We missed a few chances. But second half we've got a couple of goals and been very comfortable. Second half they've never really threatened Manchester United's goal at all. First half Hull have had the odd one or two chances, hit the post and whatnot. But besides that, I think Manchester United overall have thoroughly deserved this victory. This was one reason why I absolutely used to hate Jose Mourinho's teams. The teams, not Jose Mourinho. I loved Jose Mourinho as a manager before he came to Manchester United. I always wanted him to replace Sir Alex Ferguson. Sadly, he never did, but this was one reason, because I absolutely hated these teams. You just used to know that they were going to see games off, get a couple of goals and see them off. And we've done that second half. We've got the 2 goals. It's taken a while to get the 2 goals. Usually his teams used to get the 2 goals fairly early and would see the games off, and that's what I'm delighted with. We're not banging in 4, 5, 6 goals every week like most fans would have liked, but who cares? We're scoring a decent amount of goals still lately. 1, 2, 3 goals in games, and that's enough. We're not letting so many goals in as we were. We've hardly let any goals in lately, and we're they're a lot better than certainly the football has been so much better as well than under Louis van Gaal as well. That was obviously a major issue, but I'm just overall so delighted. And I said before, earlier in the season when we were having that wobble, I was so confident. I've never been so confident in something in football that Jose Mourinho would get it right, and he's starting to gradually turn it around. Now, I mean, 9 wins on the bounce. The first goal, obviously, tonight coming from Juan Mata. Juan Mata's now got 7 goals for Manchester United this season. That is very, very good, considering he hasn't played every single game. More of a squad member to first team player on a regular basis. Sometimes he'll play, sometimes he won't. But really great to have around in the squad. Most people obviously thought he would go in the summer when Jose Mourinho come in. But it showed that Jose Mourinho was willing to give him another crack. And it's proved dividends. He has been a really important player for Manchester United this season. 7 goals is very good. Hopefully he can beat his tally, last season's tally of 10 goals now, which looks like he's got a great chance of doing so. With all the games we've got, it's going to be really important for us going into the remaining games of the season. You know, we've got a really big squad now of players that can come in, and they've got a point to prove sometimes when they're left out. You've got Jesse Lingard coming in off the bench tonight, Martial coming in off the bench. There was no Zlatan Ibrahimovic tonight. Was said to be ill. He didn't play. Rashford started up front when Rooney started again. We've got so many options at this moment in time. And the fact that we're playing well as well, when one player's having to come in, they're coming into a winning team that's playing well, which is really good to see. It bodes really well, because we've got the Europa League coming up again soon. So if we can carry this fantastic form on, all players are going to get a run of games, and it's just exciting. The confidence must be going amazingly well throughout the team in training. They must be all so full of confidence, every player. And that second goal scored by Fellaini, I know I've criticised him on so many occasions. It was actually a very good header. True, he should be doing that at his height, but he hasn't done. His heading ability has been really, really poor for a number of years. His chest control has been about the best part of his game for Manchester United, but he did put a decent header in, and he went straight over and hugged Jose Mourinho. It shows that Jose Mourinho has confidence in him, and they both get on really well, which is great, because if the players are really loving Jose Mourinho, it is great to see. A lot of the players talking highly of Jose Mourinho this season. Just got to hope that this does last longer than the 3 years that it usually happens at clubs. But a lot of these players, the likes of Zlatan, that have played under him before, he's obviously wanted to manage Wayne Rooney in the past. Herrera's really happy at Manchester United, playing every week under him. Hopefully this can continue, this great run of form. We have the Scousers up next. But really, we're going into this in such confident form. They're not the best defensively. I think they are beatable at Old Trafford. Hopefully, if Manchester United can beat them, we will certainly be back in the race for the second position in the Premier League. If not, still challenging possibly for the title. If Chelsea slip up any more points, we'll have to wait and see how Chelsea get on after that setback against Tottenham last weekend in the Premier League. But we're going to hopefully get through to the final now of the League Cup if we can see this tie off in the second leg. I'm hopeful we can. Maybe we can even rest 1 or 2 other players again for the second leg. Maybe the likes of Pogba can come out for the second leg. Maybe Martial can maybe start if he hasn't he hasn't been playing many consecutive games recently. Hopefully Fosu Mensah can come back into the team for the second leg. I was hoping for a 3 or 4, but obviously that's being greedy. But obviously the main thing was to get the victory. I mean, these sort of games, you want to get the 3 or 4 nil victory so that it kills off the tie in the first leg. But also you're not too I mean, if we'd drawn this game tonight, I would have been disappointed. But you still have a second leg to make it up. It's a game where you can afford to draw it, but we didn't want to. I was hoping, and when that second goal went in, I was more relieved than anything because it really does put daylight between ourselves and Hull now. They've got to come out and score 3 goals, which is going to be pretty unlikely, I think. Hull City aren't doing very well in the Premier League, which was why I expected a fairly comfortable victory. I think I even went for 2-0 in the preview, if not 3-0, I can't remember. But I was expecting a comfortable game. They never really threatened too much. Snodgrass is probably about their best player, but to be honest, besides that header, there was nothing much in it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. I'm going to go for Juan Mata, man of the match, for the first goal. It's a bit, I don't know who. Not really many absolute standouts tonight, but anyway, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.